Ladies, welcome to this video. Coach Jerry here. Let me know if I'm live. I did start the video before, but it looks like I wasn't sure if it was live or not. It looks like it's live now. So let me just cancel the other one because that looks really weird now to have to. Let me know if you're here. Let me know if you're watching this live. I know we are now, finally. So today I want to talk about something really cool, which is basically the ability to understand whether your metabolism is broken. That's how people talk, but essentially your metabolism never breaks. It becomes adapted. It becomes, dysfunctional. It becomes damaged. It becomes, resistant. But today we're going to talk about something really cool, and it's like the ability to rate your metabolism. I'll be able to rate your metabolism, and probably next Monday, we'll have a Q&A call, and I want to blend this Q&A call with the ability to rate your metabolism. For those of you that are going to do a small little exercise that I will see here, and again, I'll show you here how to do it. But before that, I just wanted to talk about a little bit of everything coming up. We have the challenge. That's super exciting for me. Last year, for some of you that were already here, there was going to be a second time around. We'll just make it better. This year, price is $250. Last year, I think it was 50. Finally, thanks to a lot of people, including some of you here and here watching, we just have the Vita, we just have Astrid renew with us. Every time somebody that success already in here decide to renew, then I feel always what we're doing is worth, and we are on the right place. And finally, we are on the map. That means like we get more and more ladies coming in and asking and telling me, "Oh, I'm here because I really feel like your message resonate with me." A woman over 40, a woman with metabolic imbalance, and then bleeds into, stuff like insulin resistance that takes us to thyroid issue, menopause, metabolically adapted from diets, from pregnancies, from whatever. So we're definitely on the map, and I reckon that next time around, this challenge next year, probably the price will be $500 or $1,000, right? So that's something that tells me that I really feel like we're on the right place. That means that a lot of you, I want you to become leaders, especially those of you that are in the program. I'd like you to take this challenge, and I'd like you to lead other people as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really good. I finally feel good now. I feel better, I guess. I just went to a store before, and I took one of those shots that you probably saw it somewhere, that says ginger and a bunch of immunity in there. And then, I realized why they say immunity, because I just took it all at once, and I was thinking, okay, that's going to be something fruity. And it was super sour, with the ginger, and I felt all the burning throughout, and I feel like, okay, if there was anything left when it comes to bacteria and viruses, I think they're gone now, I hope. Okay, very good. Let me know if you're watching this live or watching a replay. Now we're gonna talk about what I believe to be a misunderstood context about broken metabolism, about this idea that people feel as if like after 40 or something like that, their metabolism lose the ability to obviously lose weight, to change. And I want to kind of like obviously bring back our little presentation here. And it's important that you understand that there is no broken metabolism, there is an adapted metabolism. And constantly your body is constantly shifting, so it's not like, let's see, okay, there you go. We know that in our program we go from, you are coming in, chances are most of the time in a situation that you are not ready to lose weight, despite all the industry making you want to lose weight, right? You probably, if you went from diet to another intervention to workouts, chances are your body has lost the ability. And for you to constantly go into weight loss, it would be an issue, right? So you need first to restore your metabolism. Then you go to weight loss. Then you go in the meantime to body recomposition. And then obviously you want to keep the weight off, changing your mindset, changing your habits, making sure you understand the tactical component of you doing everything you've done until that point, right? But this is kind of like the curious part, because when you say my metabolism is broken, maybe you fix it and then you go to weight loss, and then the weight loss, for some weird reason, it stops or it slows down, and then you basically coming slowly back over here. Yeah. And this is kind of like this misunderstood concept about most people. They always feel like, I fix my metabolism, now I can lose weight, and now it's always going to be like that, right? So when you don't understand that, that's the problem. And this is why we want to rate your metabolism, and you constantly need to rate your metabolism as same like anything else in life, right? You constantly, and this is also true for coaching. You know, the real value into coaching is like we constantly want to look at strategy, we constantly want to test how the strategy goes, and then we want to see what to optimize. It is not by all means something I'm giving to you and then you go and do by yourself and it's like good forever. It's like we need to make sure that your metabolism is good. Then we can go into an intervention. And this is how it works. It's like most times when you restrict yourself, when you adapt your metabolism, right? When you are in a condition to, when you are in a situation that you are metabolically adapted, let me see if I can find that again. It's going to be a few slides down. Let's go. Let's see if we can find that. When you're metabolically adapted, it means that whatever you were doing before no longer works, right? Let me see if I can go there. Okay, there you go. You should be seeing. So this is basically what is called metabolic adaptation. This is what people struggle with from the beginning. Then there is resistance. It's like you start feeling real changes in your life. You don't sleep well, and then obviously that creates all these plateaus, right? Because you cut calorie, then you get a plateau, right? And then of course, if you keep going and you go from just impacting initially your stress hormones, then you also impact your thyroid and your sex hormones, then you get stuff like C in a lab. This is called dysfunction, right? This whole phenomenon is created from starvation, but also preservation mode, meaning like when you heard of this, like, sometimes you hear that it's like, oh, I cannot lose weight because I'm eating too less. That's not really necessarily the truth. But what happens is that in that time, you're not losing weight and you're not gaining weight, but it makes you, in a way, like as soon as you restart to eat, then you're going to gain weight because your body becomes like a sponge. So it's like everything adapts. You lower your calorie. Everything slows down. You don't necessarily give your body the ability to do whatever it needs to do. So it goes into that survival mode and it gives all the energy to stuff like your lungs, your heart, your brain. And if you don't still give enough food, then it slows all this phenomenon down, including your heart rate, including your temperature, including your metabolism. Now what happens is that as soon as you're done with this and you start saying, okay, now I'm going to eat more, and that, again, as a compensation, it happens. As you know, everything stays low, but then you eat more. Yeah. And again, he's also will readapt to you eating a lot more. Therefore, it's like essentially like if you eat whatever were 2,000 calories to maintain, then you go down to 1,200, then the 2,000 now makes you gain weight because the speed in which you eat is a lot faster than the speed as to readapt your metabolism. Basically, this is what happens, right? So this is a phenomenon that you go to weight loss and metabolic restoration. Now, the second thing is like, this is also how we want to see it. Chronic restriction, meaning like restricting and dieting from months and months and months, create this phenomenon, creates this thing that makes you usually stuck into metabolic plateau. Momentary restriction, stuff like eating good during the week and then doing some refeed in the weekend, or going through 2 weeks very restrictive and then like going back to normal. That's a protocol for weight loss, right? Why is it tricky? Is because most people, and again, this is actually very individual, based on individual needs, most people need to focus on seeing what can be the rate of weight loss for them, meaning like they are not very clear on this thing over here. And again, let me just go to the one of the first slides now. They are not clear on the rate of weight loss. So it's like they just want weight loss, but they're not sure if they actually create losing weight or losing fat or losing water or losing muscle. And then they're also not clear on this, how aggressive can they go? Because if they want to go aggressive, 30% or very aggressive, then there is several ways you can do it. You can just chronically eat less, maybe a week or two, and then go back to maintenance. You can instead do 2-3 days slow and then 1 day normal. You can instead do during the week and then eat more in the weekend. But sometimes we see also this phenomenon that is like you restrict 3,000 calories in the week and you eat 3,500 in the weekend. Therefore, mentally, that's not a good strategy. So what I wanted to talk about today is first and foremost the clarity that you need to get, because most people usually not succeed because they're not clear. And also I want you to have this respect for the fact that your body will go into weight loss and then it will slow down, it will go back into adaptation. Then we need to take it off of the adaptation and then we need to take it back to weight loss, right? If that's the case. If you have only 5-10 kilo to lose, chances are at times you can just do it at once. If you have more than that, chances are you will need cycles. You will need to go to weight loss, body recomposition, and then you need to go into maintenance for a little bit and then go back into weight loss, right? The perfect case scenario, when we look at our chart here, it would be going to this one first, create this situation over here. If you have more than 10 kilo to lose, you're going to go to maintenance for a while, usually the same amount of time that you took to go from here to here. And then you go back to weight loss, right? You never really want to go back to adaptation. You want to know your body enough to never go back to that. How do you know that? How can we do that? So if you are a person inside a program, now I'm going to share my screen again here. Then you would be... then you would obviously have the website, and this is the new version. If you have the whole version, which is basically bigger, you would find this in this how to track metrics. If you have the new version, you will basically find how to track progress. And you want to click on this thing over here. And this is some work that we did in the past with Lamis. And then you want to click on this thing over here. And you want to be making, again, do this, watch this again, click on this and make a copy and then name it, okay, like I'm doing here. This is a test, but I'm naming a copy. Do not request access to this file. I cannot give it to you. Like, this is the original. I cannot have people go inside and, okay. So basically they need to, you guys need to make a copy of it. You fill this thing up, and this is basically what it is. You can go through all the things. Like, by nature, you will be in phase 1. You'll be either in phase 1 or probably normally in phase 2. And as you see here, there is phase 3, phase 2. And it's quite simple, but it's like, it gives us the ability to rate your metabolism. Are you seeing constantly track, yes or no? And you can just type this one and you can write your notes. How constantly, how is your overall energy, right? From 1 to 10, you put a number in there, right? Obviously 10 is having more energy, and then it would be less energy, 10 being high. You can actually see it, right? This gives us the ability to understand, because if everything is okay with your hunger, everything is okay with your energy, we know that you're no longer in phase 1. Despite you being maybe 5 months, 10 months in the program, you could be in phase 1. But if everything looks okay, you're not in phase 1. If you are in phase 2, how good is your planning, whatever? If you say, I cannot stick to my nutrition, chances are we have a strategy problem, but we also have a mindset problem, right? So what I want you to do, if you actually want to do this exercise, and then of course you can write your own action step that you would take. What I'll do, I'd like to do something really cool here. You go and download this thing. And again, if you are a person that's not in a program, it's okay. You can just put down Fix My Metabolism. I'll provide this link for you. And then you can just go ahead and basically fill this thing up and send it to me before Monday, probably maybe in the weekend if you want to do this exercise. Or you can, you can probably send it to me or send me the link, share the link, which is basically, I'll show you how to also do that in case. But again, if you share this with me, you need to be present on the call on when we have this call on Monday, because it's going to be a Q&A. And the way it works is simple. It's like, okay, let me see if you, hopefully you see it, right? Just let me know if you see it here. I know I'm live, but let me know if you see now this thing over here. I'm assuming that yes. Why am I not seeing? Okay. Can you please type in the chat if you see this thing, because that's I'm just trying to figure out here if this is working. I'm still not seeing the live here. I hope I haven't chatted for like 20 minutes for no reason here. Okay, so is somebody here watching? Please, can you type if you see this Google file? Yeah, okay. So yeah, you see the Google file. Fantastic. So when you fill up this thing, you go on share, and then you put anyone that has the link, you put done. And so basically, like, you'll be able to then share this link, okay, copy, and then you send it to me somehow. Okay, this is basically how we do it. Before Monday, you need to be on the call on Monday if you want to do that. I'm gonna rate your metabolism. We'll spend some time going through this thing very quickly. We'll see how you are, where you are specifically in the phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, right? This is basically what we're gonna do. If you are not, again, you can get this, I can rate your metabolism, include for free. You can come into our call on Monday, Q&A, and we can chat about where you stand on that particular situation. And I can also give you my perspective. If you cannot make it on Monday, what I'll do, what you should do instead is just also send it to me over at my own time that I can actually find. I'll find a way for me to film a Loom video telling you exactly what I see on that particular rating, and then I can tell you, okay, according to what we say, we need to work on this, or we need to work on that. If you are in a program, that what we'll do. If you are not, I'll give you my best perspective on what you should do instead when it comes to fix your metabolism. Because let's be honest, if you are in these specific phases, there are specific action you need to take. Whether you take it with us or not, it's your choice, but there are action you need to take. Just randomly going from diet to diet won't do it, and usually it creates a bigger problem at the end. Hopefully, this is helpful. I'm going to talk to you very soon. I'm going to have more information about the challenge coming up. Be excited, because this is going to be fun. Coach Jerry here. Talk to you soon. Have an amazing week.